Okay, it's Peter here. I just want to take you through trending traffic, the curation software that I spoke to you about the other day. If you want to get it, it's clickjustclick.com/Justin Curation, because Justin is his name, the guy who made it. Clickjustclick.com/Justin Curation, right, all one word. The bonuses that you're getting with it are trending traffic translate, so that will actually let you take the same content and translate it into a different foreign language on a different blog, which is very good because not many people are doing that. You get a whole dedicated curation theme. It's very simple, it looks like nothing, but that lets people focus on the content. And this list of top viral videos and top viral images, it is from 2015, but they're basically kind of evergreen. Most of them are evergreen, and people have sort of forgotten by them by now, so they're very, very useful. And if you don't know much about viral marketing, whatever, there's a little training document about that there. Okay, so you get all that, plus my custom bonus, which we'll talk about in a second. Okay, so I just wanted to take you through the actual members area. Now, I haven't had time to add the blogs that I want to actually add to this, so that's why I'm getting this error, but basically you just need to add your blogs. It's just basically, WordPress login, username and login for an editor. It's probably the safest way of doing it. And you put your URL in, that's it. And you can have a list of those. It does up to 100 if you buy the top package. And that's, you just add your list of things there, and then you can post to any of those, which is great. You can see that basically, you get a long list of, you get a long list of, the posts, and you can filter by various things. So these are all the places that it pulls it from. So you can see it's a very, deep range of stuff. All sorts of things are catered for, all sorts of niches and stuff. You can do just the last 24 hours, or you can do the month, which is usually the most viral of evergreen kind of stuff. Whereas the one-day ones can tend to be more newsy or political or whatever. You can say search by how popular they are, so you could just do the top 10% or whatever. Well, for auto curation, all of them are the top 50% is fine. For manual creation, you may want to do the 10 or 25. And obviously, normally you get a long list of pages and pages of stuff. There we go. And you can see, you've got all your popularity and everything there, and when it was done, and where the source that it comes from, and you've got all the different pages on here. Okay. So I don't know how many's on a page. Might be 50 or 100. So that's 400, maybe more than 100. I don't know. There's no counter. So we can drill in. So we could do. Oops. Got a bit of spell it, of course. Photography. Let's see what comes up there. Okay. So there's some specific posts for photography there. You can see how popular they are. You hover over them, you get the preview. Okay, and then when you want to do it, you just click schedule, and you can edit the post. And obviously, you should edit the post. Only have one picture. Take out most of this text. Leave the attribution link in, for sure. And then you just decide which blog you want it to go on to. Which, if you've entered your sites, they'll all appear up there. You can specify the category that you want them to go into. And you can say when you want it to happen. If you've got a spinner, you can spin it, but for curation it doesn't really matter because we're only taking a snippet and we're adding a little bit of personalization editorial in the first line. Duplicate content isn't really a factor in curation. It's just the fact of how many of what you've curated, is what makes it unique. So that's all you do. So they all appear there, and you can see how easy it is to get all the different posts across your all your properties. But obviously the keywords important. So I put photography, but photographer, for instance, might be better. You just got to find the right keyword, for you, and you can see there's a lot more posts for photographer. They're a lot more popular, way more popular. And again, if you scroll over them, you can see what's going on. There's a really good article here from IFL Science, so that would be pretty evergreen and everything. And it is very popular. and you can just schedule it, select which blog you want to go, which category, edit this down, leave the backlink in, change the thumb, change the thumbnail and the featured image, and because that's it's a bit of a gimmick image, that one, and it's not really what we want, because we're trying to appeal to passionate people, not to shock and awe people. And there we go. So I was really disappointed when I came in here first, because I thought that was it, and I thought, well, where's all the auto thing gone? That's all the manual stuff. Where's all the auto? Anyway, it's hiding on this little gadget up here, top left-hand corner, and it's auto post jobs, and you can see that basically you just click add new, and you can do all the stuff. Now, the more micro you make the keywords, and the more negative keywords you put in, the better, because then it will seem less like curated, because it will be very specific and targeted. Anyway, this would be your site, your category, how many times a day you want to do it, how far back you want to go, whether you want to manually approve them or just put them up, put the source link in, just don't mess with that, just always leave that in. You can do the most popular stuff if you want to, and if you've got a spinner you can spin it, and then you can decide which of these sites you want to do. So you might do one job for the BBC and put it in one category, and you might do a different job for The Guardian and put that in a different category, and then you might do one for Upworthy and actually stick that on a different blog in a different category. So as I say, the more of these jobs you run, the more micro-specific they are, the better, because it will seem less curated. Anyway, you can set all those up across all of your properties, and it will just keep going and keep going and keep going without you intervening. And then you might have a prime category, which is your manually created category, where you actually do the manual one to make sure it's really spot on and fine-tuned. Okay, and that's that. Let me tell you about the customer. So I've told you about the standard bonuses you're going to get, and the translators are very useful, because it means you can do it for foreign languages. You've got a whole theme there, so you've got the right thing to look, and you've even got a huge list of other content, which is pretty much evergreen to do, and this training here. But the custom bonus, and I'm glad I asked you, because I thought you'd all go for this one, for the auto-installing web store like the 100k Blueprint does, but most of you went for the actual content copywriting course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, it's a workshop, not a presentation, so it's really going to be your questions and your what you want to know. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to curate, because it's not normally necessarily the most popular that we want, because we're trying to go for the most passionate audience, people who are actually interested in the topic. So we don't usually want the shock and awe stuff, because the shock and awe stuff attracts tire kickers, whereas the more passionate stuff, in fact, actually it was on the photography, wasn't it? Because there was a great little article for depth of field, and that's a kind of evergreen thing, which would be very specific appeal to photographers. So if we were doing photographers, there it was. Yeah, so I mean that post there with depth of field, I mean that's an evergreen article. It's an infographic, which always go down well, and that'd be a great thing to appeal. And obviously you'd be interested in photography if you were doing that, and they're the people who buy the cameras. Expert on erotic pizza photography, interesting. I want to read it, but I'm not really necessarily going to buy anything. So the most popular may not be the best. So I'm going to teach you things like that, and also what imagery to use. So, I mean, that's not a particularly well, it is an eye-catching image, but it's not a good image to attract passionate people. So what imagery do we use there? What imagery would we use for this? Where do we get those images from? What do we do to those images? That kind of thing. And then also, how do we actually edit this post to make sure that it works for us? Okay, because at the moment it's just the infographic with the backlink, which is great, but we need to add it into perspective and make it our own and apply our editorial stuff. to that. So I'm going to go through all of that with you in the custom bonus. So it will either be this week, Thursday, or next week, maybe Monday or Tuesday. But I'll let you all know about that. There will be a replay, but it is a workshop. It's supposed to be, you ask me what you want to know. It's not really a presentation. I'm going to, my presentation part will be about 10-15 minutes. The rest of it is really what you want to know. We might do some interactive things where you show me what you can do and how to improve your copy and that kind of stuff. But it's it's a workshop, so please come live. Don't just think that it's all going to be covered in the replay, because the value of it really is in you getting over your roadblocks and working out what you need to know, and not me thinking that I've explained something to you. So very important you're there. Anyway, so that's the custom bonus, exclusive bonus. So you've seen how easy it is to do manual creation. You've seen where the auto creation is. You can see it's very easy. You can see the depth of things. You got all the scoring there. You can sort with the different properties, so you can get Pinterest stuff, which is always going to be highly visual. Whatever you want to do, or LinkedIn, or Facebook. And there we go. But I want you to see that it was real and that it was good. Now his bonus, not his bonus, sorry, his OTO for this is I forget which one it is. I think it's OTO 2. OTO 1 basically enhances the number of sites that you can have. So you want to go for OTO 1, so you get the maximum number of sites, which I think is 100 per account. So if you really need more than that, then you have to buy a second account with a different email. But 100 is a lot, and you can also auto create between your own blogs manually. So it's not really an issue. I'll talk to you about that in the webinar. 100 should be enough. But his OTO 2 then is about monetization of these. So I'm going to talk to you about monetization probably in our webinar. But the way he does it is he sells the space. He has a little ad renting plugin which you can add, so that it's all automated, and people can, when they find it and it's popular, and they think, you can have your ad here, that kind of thing, then you can do that. It's also got the SEO rental version thing in it. So if you're doing local marketing, local keyword marketing, you can use it on those blogs, kind of blogs as well. Not limited just to curation. So it's a pretty nifty little plugin, really. But it's basically meant for them to auto buy, auto rent the spaces. But the interesting is there's nothing to stop you adding your own adverts and your own affiliate offers using that plugin. So it's very useful from our point of view as well. Okay, and it has all the different ad types. I haven't got that handy to show you, but you'll see in the sales page when it gets to it what it is. But that's what it is. It's how to monetize it. But it's a good model because it is automated. People will find it because it's popular, and there will be people who want to rent it out. But as I say, there's nothing to stop you running your own ads with it as well, which is the majority of what I'm going to do to it. But if you're running local marketing as well, you can use it on those kind of blogs as well. And obviously, for curation, there's nothing to stop you doing a locally curated blog, just on a particular area, Kansas or whatever, as your keyword, and then making your blog popular for Kansas, and then just adding some fixed pages to make sure the value of the blog's apparent and your editorial style is apparent, and then you can run your ads either from his OTO2 plugin or however else you want to do it. Okay, so that's it. But I want you to see that it's real, how simple it was. You can see pretty much anything you can think of. I tried cheese a minute ago, which I didn't think was going to come up with anything, and it's come up with loads of stuff. So cheese is actually pretty popular. There's a little video there. Oh, excellent. Anyway, so all this stuff, is here. pretty much any topic you can think of, like cheese, and you can see it is actually potentially popular. Let's just sort by popularity. Yeah, so that's the most popular liked thing there. And in terms of graphically, if we go to Pinterest, all the way up, there we go. That's the most graphically appealing because it's probably very foodie. And we'll just have a look at LinkedIn because that should be the most professionally based content. And cheese apparently isn't a particularly professional topic. But anyway, if it was a business to business thing, you might find it more popular on LinkedIn. But LinkedIn is included in the popularity stakes. Anyway, so that's it. If you want it, go to whatever it is, click.com/Justin, because that's his name, Curation, all one word, Justin Curation, and you'll get all these bonuses, okay, as well as our exclusive bonus, which obviously I've closed now, which was the workshop. But it is a workshop. It's meant for you to ask questions and to interact, so you need to come live to do that. So please do. There will be a replay if you can't. You can email your questions in beforehand if you know you're not going to get there, etc., etc. Okay, that's it. Talk to you then. Bye for now. Oh, sorry. Well, one thing I wanted to mention, which is in the email, but what's remarkable is that at the moment somehow it slipped through, and the offer for lifetime is still open, and also the early bird coupon code works. And let me just remind you that coupon code works on all of the OTOs. Okay, so just keep entering it. It's early bird, all one word, and it works across the whole funnel. Just keep entering it, and it's still active. I don't know how, so you're very lucky, but it's still active, and it brings it down by about, I'm not sure, by about 20% or something it seemed, but it was supposed to be 10 off, but anyway, but it seemed to be 20%. Anyway, but see how you get on with it, but it applies to all the OTOs as well as the front end, so just keep entering it in the coupon section to get the maximum discount. Okay, that's it. Talk to you then. Bye for now.